Artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword in the world of cybersecurity. Hackers are using the technology to enhance phishing schemes, making them harder to detect. On the other hand, defenders are also leveraging it as a crucial weapon to protect users. Well, to dive deeper into the challenges, we have CNA's Syahida Othman, who joins us live from the Global Anti-Scam Summit Asia.
Paul, it is a war between AI and AI. Experts here at the Global Anti-Scam Summit Asia in Singapore say that as phishing scams evolve, so does defenders' response. And Google, for example, has implemented a series of advanced measures to protect its users. And among them is the Global Signal Exchange. And that is a platform designed to combat scams in real time. Now, to share with us more on this is Rachel Teo, Head of Singapore Government Affairs and Public Policy at Google. Rachel, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Syahida. Thanks for having me.
Before we start, Rachel, give us a big picture on scamming activities across Asia. What are some of the big key trends that you've observed in the past year? How have the tactics or the scams become more sophisticated?
Yeah, we've seen the approaches by scam actors evolve. Maybe let's start with Singapore. So in Singapore, it continues to be the canary in a coal mine for scam activities. And we see that Google search trends show that Singaporeans continue to search for scams as a major keyword. This is the number one. And our recent survey shows that 1 in 2 online users have fallen victim to online scams. So that continues to be a really worrying trend for us.
And it's more urgent now than ever then to boost our level of awareness on the different types of scams and fraud that are out there. Here in Singapore, the latest joint warning coming from the Singapore Police Force and the Monetary Authority of Singapore on the sharp increase in government impersonation scams. Just last month alone, there were at least 100 cases reported with losses exceeding 6.7 million Singapore dollars. I mean, how do such cases still go unnoticed despite the preventive measures that are already in place?
I think that as a tech company, I think we believe very much in a zero trust approach to our cybersecurity stance. And it's really important that our products are designed in a secure by default way. That means that we put in AI-powered defenses to make sure that as many scams are prevented even before it reaches an inbox. Give an example. A lot of people are Gmail users, and we protect using AI-powered innovations 1.5 billion inboxes every single day, and that prevents 99.9% of malware and phishing from even reaching a user's inbox. So that is a tremendous commitment that we want to continue to improve on every single day in terms of AI-powered defenses.
So the criminal tactics, the technologies, they are constantly evolving, turning detecting and preventing fraud into an arms race, isn't it? AI, as you said, is being used for phishing attempts and deepfake scams. But the technology itself is also being used to fight against these scams. So in your view, is AI a boon or bane in cybersecurity?
That's such a great question, Syahida. I think that that's a preoccupation every single day for us. And what we call the defender's dilemma, we see that AI is able to start to reverse that. So in addition to our product defenses in a secure by default way, I think what we've seen is that AI can help us keep up with malicious actors themselves also trying to use AI to improve their own phishing tactics. So for example, we've used AI to empower cybersecurity analysts. And we've seen through our own research that detection of malicious scripts can be improved by as much as 70% through the use of AI and natural language prompts by cybersecurity analysts. That just speeds up the ability for defenders to detect and prevent these attacks.
Apart from this, what are some real-world examples of how AI is accelerating fraud detection?
So, for example, the cybersecurity analyst piece that I spoke about. But in addition, I wanted to highlight a partnership that we have with the Cybersecurity Agency in Singapore. If you remember last year, we had a big spate of malware scams that were perpetuated on side-loaded apps, right? And we worked with the Cybersecurity Agency of Singapore to develop a global first pilot that was rolled out here that has really prevented the side-loaded apps that are risky from being downloaded to users' devices. To date, more than 1.2 million risky installation attempts have been blocked, and up to more than 17,000 unique risky apps have been blocked And all this powered through AI. We would not be able to achieve this level of scale without the use of AI.
So staying ahead of the bad guys will constantly require the work of the entire ecosystem. In line of this summit's agenda, we're talking about collaboration, right? Talk to us about the importance of partnerships and cross-sector collaborations in a digital economy that's expanding rapidly.
Thank you for bringing that up. I particularly appreciate this summit bringing together all the parties who are sort of feeling different sides of the elephant. I think you referenced the Global Signal Exchange earlier, and under the auspices of GASA, this was a global program that we launched with GASA to be able to collect scammy signals and to also be able to reach out and take scammy signals so that we can protect users on our platforms better. So we're really excited to see how this can be rolled out more widely across industry and different industry partners.
You know, online scams, there have been constant warnings about online scams becoming an epidemic. How can tech companies like Google do more to protect consumers? What would be the key pillars of Google's anti-scam strategy?
So we are very proud of our mission in Singapore, which is to empower Singaporeans today for tomorrow. That is our commitment to Singapore. And as part of that, that's really around cyber resilience. So we think about product protections is the first instance, and I talked about that. I talked about unique product features that we built together with partners. And the last piece that I haven't addressed yet is really empowering our communities.
Sure.
So, pardon me, we worked with the SPF and RSVP Singapore, a non-profit, to equip 11,000 seniors on scams. And just earlier, a couple of months ago, we empowered a new non-profit called Bamboo Builders to train vulnerable groups, including youth and seniors, to train 100,000 of them by 2026 to build a wider digital immune system for our society.
All right, Rachel, we appreciate your insights this morning. Thank you very much for speaking with us. That was Rachel Teo, Head of Singapore Government Affairs and Public Policy at Google. That's it from me here at GASA. It's back to you, Paul.
Thanks, Shah. And that was Syahida Othman at the Global Anti-Scam Summit Asia here in Singapore. Well, we have on Asia-based scams targeting victims around the world on CNA.Asia and CNA mobile app, including this interactive on the autonomy of a love scam. It details what goes on behind the scenes and has insights from the playbooks of scammers as seen by our writers. And if you think that you or a loved one is a target of a scam, contact the Global Anti-Scam Organization. And in Singapore, for scam-related advice, call the 24-hour anti-scam helpline 1799 or go to www.scamshield.gov.sg.